We're told several things for this problem. Number one, we're told that we need to raise $45 million and that we're going to issue 20-year bonds to do this. We're also told that the return on these bonds will be 7.5%, and we're looking at two different alternatives. We're looking at a 7% annual coupon bond and a 0 coupon bond. Also, we're told that the company's tax rate is 40%. Although there are three different parts to this question, we're going to tackle part A first. It actually has two parts. It asks how many coupon bonds would we need to issue to raise the $45 million, and we're asked how many of the zeros would we need to issue. So before we could go any further in this problem, we need to find the price of the annual coupon bonds and the 0 coupon bonds. The price of the coupon bonds is very easy because notice the required return and the coupon rate were equal. Whenever that happens, the bond's going to sell for par. The price of the 0 coupon bond is a little bit more difficult. All we have to do is use our time value money row. We have 20 years, but coupon bonds, the interest compounds semi-annually, so we're going to have 40 periods. We're told our required return, which will be our interest rate, is 7.5% per year, again because we have semi-annual compounding. 3.75% is going to be the semi-annual rate on these bonds. Our payment is 0 because this is a 0 coupon bond. And our future value is going to be our face value, which like any bond is going to be $1,000. Then we ask our calculator to compute the present value, and we get $229.34. Using this information, the number of coupon bonds to issue is pretty straightforward. We need to raise $45 million. The bonds sell for $1,000 each. We cancel out 3 zeros, and we get 45,000 coupon bonds, or how many we would need to issue in order to raise $45 million. To figure out the number of 0 coupon bonds to issue is a little more tricky because we're going to have some rounding issues. We need to raise $45 million, the price per bond. Now for the price, we're going to round to the nearest penny. So our price per bond is $229.34. When we run these numbers, the answer we get is $196,215.22. Assuming we can't issue 0.22 bonds, we need to round to a whole number. If we round to the nearest whole number, that would give us $196,215. However, if we multiplied that amount by the price of the 0, which is $229.34, the amount we would get would actually be slightly less than $45 million. In order to have the $45 million raised, we're assuming that we need to have at least $45 million. So we're going to round this number up to $196,216. So the number of coupon bonds that we need to issue is 45,000. The number of 0 coupon bonds we need to issue is 196,216. We have 2 more questions. We're told in 20 years, what will your company's repayment be if you issue the if you issue the coupon bonds? We're asked the same thing about the 0 coupon bonds. We're next asked, based on your answers in A and B, why would you ever want to issue the zeros? It says to answer, calculate the firm's after-tax outflows for the first year under the 2 different scenarios, and it says assume the IRS amortization rules apply for the 0 coupon bonds. So for part B, with the coupon bonds, the repayment at the end of 20 years, remember with a coupon paying bond, it pays back the $1,000 par value, but also at the end of every year, including the last year, it's going to pay the annual coupon payment, which is going to be $75 in this case. So the payment per bond for the coupon paying bonds is going to be $1,075. So our repayment in 20 years is going to be $1,075 times the 45,000 bonds that we issue, This gives us $48,375,000. For the zeros, the arithmetic is a little bit simpler. We have the par value of 1,000. These are zero coupon bonds. They don't pay any coupon payment, so all we have to do is take that $1,000 and multiply it by the number of bonds we issued, which is 196,216, which means at the end of 20 years, if we issue zero coupon bonds, we'd have to pay back $196,216,000. So that's part B. For part C, we're asked, why would a company want to issue zero coupon bonds? And we're told to look at this from a cash flow perspective. So at the end of year one, the cash flow from coupon bonds is going to be pretty straightforward to compute. We have to pay $75, which is our coupon payment per bond. We have 45,000 bonds outstanding, and because we could write off the interest expense from these bonds, because we could write off the coupon payment, we're going to multiply that amount by 1 minus our 40% tax rate. This gives us a cash outflow of $2,025,000. To figure out the cash flow from the zero coupon bonds, we need to figure out what the price of the zeros will be in 1 year. Again, we're going to use the time value of money row on our financial calculator. N is going to be equal to, well, 1 year from now, the zeros are going to have 19 years to maturity. Interest compounds semi-annually, so we'll have 38 periods until maturity. Everything else is going to be the same. Our interest rate is still going to be 7.5% over 2, which gives us 3.75. The future value is still going to be 1,000. Payments will still be 0. And we solve for the present value, and we get $246.86. So, under the IRS imputed interest rules, our interest expense in year one for the zero coupon bonds is going to be the price change. So the new price is $246.86. We subtract our initial price of $229.34. That means the imputed interest from each of these bonds is $17.52. Notice that there is no actual cash outflow, but since the IRS is going to let us write off $17.52 per bond, and since we have 196,216 bonds outstanding, we get to write off that amount, and of course our tax rate is 40%. So when we take the $17.52 of imputed interest times 196,216 bonds that we have outstanding, and we multiply that by 40%, we're going to get our tax savings, which is going to be $1,375,081.73. However, notice that before, our cash flow from the coupon bonds, this was a $2 million outflow. However, with the zero coupon bonds, this $1.375 million, this is going to be a cash inflow. That is the reason companies might want to issue the zero coupon bonds, is over the course of the next few years, they're going to have cash inflows in the form of tax savings.